So, your other half is just not doing it for you anymore. Either you're arguing or you're fighting and you're thinking about ending things. Well, today we're going to talk about 10 reasons of why normal people get divorced. And who knows, maybe you can fix what's going wrong, or you can determine whether you should just let it go. So let's get right to it. Welcome back, everyone, to Tips for Women, where here we talk about everything in a man's mind that he doesn't want you to know. And today we're going to talk about 10 reasons why most people get a divorce, and maybe these tips can help you out on either fixing it or, hey, letting the relationship go. So the first reason, I think we all know this reason, is cheating. Whether you're cheating on your other half or what you determine on what is cheating. Maybe you might be hanging out with your ex or talking to somebody on the phone, or maybe you're just plain out having sex with somebody. Everybody defines cheating in a different way, but that's one reason why a divorce will happen, and happen quick. Number 2 is money. Arguing over finances. When you live together, the bills can pile up, and it can be hard and very stressful. And when you don't have a little bit of help or any help from your other half, it can really bear a toll on your relationship, and you start to resent the person because they're not helping you as much as you need help. The third reason is lack of communication. So if you're not talking to one another and you're not expressing what's going on in your mind, in your heart, and trying to work things out and trying to communicate with each other, it's never going to work. If you shut down and give each other the shoulder colder, all it's going to do is create resentment towards each other, and it's never going to work. You have to talk to one another, or you just might as well just throw back that ring. Number 4 is constant arguing. And we all know that when we're in relationships, yes, we're going to argue. You're two different people. You have two different minds. It's very seldom that two people get together and they just click and everybody likes the same thing. So you're going to argue. But if it's a constant thing, no matter, y'all can't find a happy medium, you're going to argue all the time. And that is another reason that can build up over time for divorce. It just gets old, arguing and fighting all the time. Number 5 is a really touchy one, but it is part of the reasons why people get divorced, which is weight gain. So you meet somebody and they are a certain size, which you're attracted to, and all of a sudden, after the years, and they start feeling comfortable, they start gaining a lot of weight, and you start looking at them different, and you start to become unattracted to them. Now, attraction is probably the number one reason people get married. And if that attraction is no longer there, your relationship is pretty much over. Number 6 is unrealistic expectations. So when you meet somebody, and of course, everybody knows when you meet somebody, they're always on their good side, and they're always telling you this and this and this and that and all the good stuff about them. But as the relationship starts going inward and more time goes by, you start to see that what they told you was not necessarily who they really are. But it's still stuck in your mind, and this is the reason you chose to be with them and start caring for them, is because you had it stuck in your mind of who they said they were or who you thought they were. And when those expectations start to fail, it starts to make you look at them in a different light, and that can fail your relationship. Number 7 is lack of intimacy. So we all know that part of the biggest reasons why we want to be with somebody else is intimacy, is sex, is feeling that other person and feeling loved and being touched and just the whole roundabout of it. When that starts to die out, it's going to damper your relationship hugely. So it could be for many different reasons, whether y'all have different taste in your sexual needs, or one person just doesn't have a sexual drive and the other person does. Regardless of what the matter is, without intimacy, I'm sorry, but the relationship will fail. Just enough time has to go by. Number 8 is lack of equality. And so what this means is you think you're doing more than the other person in the relationship, whether it be chores, whether it be money, whether it be working, whether it be talking, communication, sex. It doesn't matter. It seems like you feel that you are giving everything and your partner is giving nothing, is doing nothing but taking. So that is lack of equality. And we all know we're human beings, and we want to feel loved, and we want to feel like we're helped, and we want to feel all the emotions that we desire from the person that we're with. And if we're not getting it from the person that we're with, that's usually what turns to cheating, is the person searches elsewhere for the things that they need. Number 9 is, and this is a big reason, and it's usually in the younger generation, is they weren't prepared for marriage, or they weren't prepared for a relationship. They're usually in the younger generation, they don't know what comes along with relationships and how at times it could be a lot of work. And when they get into the relationship, they kind of feel trapped or controlled, and they just don't like it. So they just want to skip rope and head down the street. So that's usually a big reason why divorces happen. And number 10, and the final reason, is, we all know this one is a huge one, is physical abuse. So ladies, if your guy's beating your ass, you might want to get out there and start the car and pack your bags. Because if it is happening, usually it won't stop. It's just going to get worse. So that's it for today, ladies. And like always, stay beautiful.